This is one of those $300 Boulder wash lights that you get off Amazon. They're reasonably bright. The number one complaint about these is the noise. Now I ordered 8 of these. One of them was defective straight out of the box, but I got a replacement within a couple of days and the replacement was fine. But I'm definitely noticing that the noise is a problem. Now the microphone is exactly 1 meter away from the back of this fixture to the vent actually. This is a very reverberant room. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm going to see if I can do something to quiet this. I did some research on this fan. It's a fairly generic part and not a lot of specs. Basically, I can find the weight and the current draw, the RPM, but I already know that because it's written on the fan. It's fairly high throughput, and if you see in the foreground, I have both the sound pressure level meter set to A-weighted slow, hovering around 50 dB for the idle noise, and the thermometer, which is pressed directly against, it's actually wedged into the cooling fins, so it has direct contact. It's running at about 106 degrees. This has been running for about 20 minutes before I started recording, so it's had a chance to warm up. The lamp is at full power. I have taken off the cover, and it to the ear is quite noticeably quieter. Now that's to be expected because now we have phase cancellation from the front and back of the fan, but check it out here. I hear the RPM of the fan change quite a bit, and it gets quite a bit louder. So I think what I'm going to do is try cutting out this vent here and replacing it with a mesh screen, aluminum mesh. And for now I'm just going to hot snot it in place, and if it works then I'm going to do something a little more permanent, a little bit nicer. And before I get too far, I'm just going to see what difference this makes. So I've had this fixture running for 7-8 minutes, and the temperature probe is right where it was before I modified the housing. And just to my naked ear, it does seem to be quieter, noticeably quieter. I haven't listened back to the recording or compared my measurements and sound pressure level, but I think this is a successful test. Now, the screen mesh here is just hot snotted onto the housing is a pretty janky solution, but this is just a proof of concept. I'll probably bore out some holes and put an actual legitimate fan cover on this. And I noticed that it also runs cooler, which means I might be able to get away with installing a slightly quieter fan that maybe doesn't have quite as much throughput to it. But at the very least, if I run it like this, then the life of the fixture is going to be longer just because it's running at a slightly lower temperature than it would otherwise. Anyway, thank you for watching, and good luck to you.